sitting here another day. I'm dreaming of a finer place, a place where we can go, a place where peace can grow. And I know I can make it there if I hold on another day. And if I get on my knees and pray, then the Lord will hear me say that I'm leaving for better days. I'm praying for better days. I'm wishing for better days. Yeah, I'm hoping for better days. I'm leaving for better days. I'm praying for better days. I'm wishing for better days. Yeah, I'm hoping for better days. And the world is full of pain, but live now life that's full of shame. In a world that doesn't know my name, I tell you things just ain't the same. And I know I can make it there. Never spread my wings and fly away. And even if the skies are gray, I know that I will find my way. And that's why I'm leaving for better days. I'm praying for better days. I'm wishing for better days. I'm hoping for better days. And no matter whatever happens, it's alright. It's all good. It's okay. No matter what may happen, yeah. It's alright. It's all good. No matter what may happen, it's all alright. Yeah. I know, yeah, that I'm living for better days. No matter what the future holds, I know, yeah, that I'll be living for better days. I know, yeah, I'm gonna be living for better days. What the future holds, I know, I'm gonna be living for better days. Better days.
Welcome back to the show. During the second segment, we're going to be talking about self-awareness and its relationship to effective leadership. Remember, self-awareness is the foundational component of the Welch Colleague Program at the University of Charleston. So with me, I have three new guests. I've got Adiri Anogi, who's over here. I have Corey Nichols, and I've got Brett Stump. Why don't each of you talk about your academic major and why you're a part of the Welch Colleague Program? Let's start with Brett.
Well, I'm Brett Stump. My academic major is environmental science, as I'm a freshman at UC. And really the reason that I'm in the Welch Colleague program is because I think it's something worthwhile to develop my leadership styles, and no matter what field I go into, that it's going to improve my level of success.
Okay, Corey?
My name's Corey Nichols. I'm a sophomore English education major. I joined the program kind of on a whim because I knew you relatively well, and you said it would be a good idea, and I joined it. And so far, it's proven to be a really good idea. I think it's great for my education major, getting a minor in applied leadership. So, so far, so good.
Okay. Adiri?
My name is Adiri Anogi, and I'm a business major with a minor in music. And I joined the program because, I spoke with Tony a while before, and he told me about it. And I think it's a great program so far. You need to know yourself to know your position in the world, where you stand. And it's a great program.
Now, both Corey and Adiri, both of you entered the program kind of at a non-traditional time. Corey, you're a sophomore. Adiri, you're a junior, I believe.
Yeah.
How has that been for you? Was it awkward a little bit? Do you feel comfortable?
I know for myself, I'm trying to play catch up, taking two classes at the same time, which is not the traditional model for the program. And it's kind of weird because in my in my junior or my sophomore level class, we're talking about things that most classes have already gone over, but I'm trying to catch up on. But at the same time, it benefits a lot because everything that we've gone over is still fresh in my mind. I'm kind of working with a lot more material at the same time, and I can mold it and impression it the way I want it all at the same time. So it is a struggle, but I think it helps.
And I would assume that the fact that you have a photographic memory probably aids you in the process. You do.
A little bit.
Kadiri, how's it been for you?
I think kind of like what Corey said. I'm doing like 2 classes this semester, and it's cool because like you kind of learn a little bit from both that are like similar, and so like I feel like I'm getting more knowledge, like more than the rest of the people. You know, like I'm getting the whole 9 yards. So it's cool.
Well, self-awareness is very, very important. In fact, our first year in the Welch Colleague program really focuses a great deal on that area. Self-awareness, and then it moves into individuality as we deal with strengths and flow states, which we'll talk about next month. But I want to spend some time talking about self-awareness. It's something that in our kinetic American lifestyle that we really don't talk about a whole lot. In fact, it's something that many of us might even be afraid of to some extent. And one of the ways that I want to do this is, in a way, I want to bring the classroom into the studio today. I want us to basically be pretend that we're sitting in a class, we're having a good conversation, that we're engaged, and I just want our viewers to kind of see what that's like. So I'm going to start out this segment talking about the cave, telling a story that's about 2,500 years old. And you guys have heard this story before, and I think it's an important story, and I think it'll set the stage for what we're about in the Welch Colleague program, specifically as it relates to self-awareness. So, the story. I want you to picture an area that's fairly mountainous, and I want you to think about the possibility of there being a cave deep within the ground of this mountainous area. It's a deep cave, and what's interesting about the cave is that there are a couple of men that are down at the bottom of the cave, and they've been there all their lives. No one knows how they got there, no one knows why they're there, but the fact is that they're down there and they're chained, and they're forced to stare directly at the cave wall that's in front of them. Because they're so far down in the cave, very little light is able to penetrate to where they're seated. And as a result of that, the men enjoy a one-dimensional existence. Everything seems flat. The men enjoy a black and white existence because there's not sufficient light to produce color. And lastly, there is just enough light to produce shadows that are on the wall. And one day, one of the men realizes that his chains are gone. He has no idea why. He's now able to move his neck, he's able to move his legs, his arms. And so he begins moving around, I should say, and for some reason he looks up. And there's something way up above him that captivates his attention. So he begins to climb the cave wall because he's so curious about what's there. And he begins climbing, and it's a tough climb. And eventually, he ends up reaching the top. And he ends up being paralyzed with fear because the light is so brilliant and his eyes are not used to that at all. And after a while, his eyes adjust and he looks around and he sees trees and he sees birds. He sees mountains and a stream. He sees color. He sees multiple dimensions. And he's excited, elated, but he's also disappointed because he realizes that what he thought was real all of his life, the shadows, what he thought was true, was not. In fact, shadows, as we know, are a misrepresentation of reality. And I think that in many ways, that's how we view the world. The cave represents a place of ignorance. It represents a place of unasked questions. And that kind of sets the stage for where I want us to go with this conversation. Because I think we've all been in the cave, and we're all in the cave to some extent. And I just want to throw this out there. What does the cave mean to you guys?
I think in a lot of ways it means tradition. Not that tradition is a bad thing, but from my own experiences, they can get constricting. They can be confining and become kind of a cave of their own. And I know since I came to UC, since I started freshman year, and especially this year having joined the Welch Colleague program, that I've tried to not break from the traditions, but mold them to myself, try to assimilate them into something more that I want to be, want to become. Not so much being who I've been all along, but forming a new person, forming my own person for the rest of my life. So I think that has a lot to do with it.